Arti ma'am, you can start now. Kindly unmute.
Good afternoon, everyone. Pediatric Center of Excellence, Kalavati Saran Children's Hospital, welcome you to today's Regional Distance Learning Seminar. The topic for today is role of ART staff in recording and reporting of M&E tools and will be taken by Dr. Sarita Singh, Monitoring and Evaluation Research Officer, ART Center, Kalavati Saran Children's Hospital. Dr. Sarita Singh is working as a monitoring and evaluation and research officer in ART Center and Pediatric Center of Excellence in HIV/AIDS in Kalavati Saran Children's Hospital, New Delhi. She has done her PhD in anthropology from Delhi University, New Delhi. She was a member of ART assessment team commissioned by NACO. She has worked as a consultant, co-investigator, and member coordinator in many national level programs, that is, evaluation of nutritional immunization program in India, evaluation of MMJSY scheme in Jharkhand, National Certificate Committee for Polio Eradication. She has keen interest in research and publications in national and international journals. I would now request Dr. Sarita Singh to please start the session.
Hello, good afternoon all. आवाज आ रही है?
Ji ma'am.
Okay, now good afternoon all. And today's session is about recording and reporting of M&E tools. So I have already taken this session. So जिसने पहले ले रखा है, just a refresh है for those counselors and data manager और all the ART staff. और जो नए हैं, it's for them it's a learning. गरिमा ये आगे नहीं हो रहा.
मैम स्टॉप शेयरिंग करके फिर एक बार स्क्रीन शेयर कीजिए प्लीज.
अच्छा. ये
जी फुल स्क्रीन मोड सिलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा मैम.
किधर है? फुल स्क्रीन किधर है श्वेता?
राइट हैंड साइड मैम, बॉटम ऑफ द स्क्रीन. जी.
Okay, thank you.
Please try to change the slides now.
Yeah, yes sir.
अभी आ रहा है मैम.
Okay. The objective of this session is to just revise, clarify, and discuss the issues related to recording and reporting of M&E tools at ART Center. Now, the why recording and reporting is important and why it should be standardized. सबको ऐसे बोलते हैं ना कि हम मैम ऐसे डाटा रिकॉर्ड कर सकते हैं, we can collect and record the information in separate formats. Then why there is a need to standardize or to develop a standardized formats to compile all information or taking the records. The reason for standardized reporting and recording at ART Center is that this is a huge program, you all know, and there is a sharing of data between at different levels and between different stakeholders. So standardized recording helps you in compilation and interpretation of indicators at different level, that is at district level, then national level, and then international level also. It helps in the information exchange between different stakeholders. Stakeholders are like doctors, then patients, then other organizations. Like this, the ART Center is the primarily basic data collection center. We can communicate. It is a two-way process. Patients आपको कुछ बताता है, ART centers will also communicate accordingly. फिर ART center का compilation data goes to State AIDS Control Society. All the data of the states collected, and then it's shared with NACO, and then NACO with the other institutions analyze the data, and then is again percolation down of the data from NACO, then states, and states to ART center, and then to patients. The NACO compiles the data, analyzes the data, and then let us know there is a loophole and we are doing good. Accordingly, they will give scorecard also. Everyone know, I think everyone knows about the scorecard given by NACO. This is there are several indicators. On the basis of that indicators, NACO decide ki these ART centers are doing good and these ART centers are not performing very well. Not bad, but not performing very well. So consistent collection and storing of information helps to, I have already told you that you can retrieve the information about the patient's growth. You can share the information with different stakeholders, and relevant information can be collected and feedback into the program. Now, how can you collect the data? How can you recover the data? So data should be arranged systematically. Otherwise, if you just throw your data like here and there and without any arrangement, it's very difficult to retrieve the data. So data should be stored systematically. So systematically arrangement can be at the at the comfort level of ART staff. But what I think is that systematically arrangement, those who are on priority, it's a priority term is very short nowadays because all the, according to treat all policy, everyone should be initiated on ART. So just to 10 to 15 days of priority case. So those who are on priority care, separate those cards, and then those who are shifted to ART, arrange the ART cards according to the number 1, 2, so on, 1, 2, 3, and so on, and separate out the transfer out and death cards, because these cards are not you're using regularly. Death cards are set just for information, and transfer out, once you transfer out the patient, these cards are not of any use till the patients again come to your center. So try to arrange your data systematically according to the numbers. Now, very important that we have to maintain the confidentiality of the record. For confidentiality of the record means you have to keep your data or whatever information is with us in lock and key protection. So you should have almiras where you can keep your information, that is white card. And we have to, confidentiality definitely we have to maintain, but at the same time you have to tell the patients that for the medical purpose or the welfare of the patient, you can use their information. So confidentiality will be maintained, but medical officers or the person of NACO or DSEX, they can use information to help them. There are several, as I've already told you, that we have a standard reporting and recording formats. So accordingly, we have four categorized all the reporting and recording formats into four different categories. The first category is care and treatment related records. Second is stock management. Stock management आपको mostly जो आप दवाइयाँ हैं, जो भी stock maintained है, CD4 का आपका जो भी sample है, gloves हैं. Referral formats, definitely you know that in ART center, refer the patient if there is any emergency or critical care, if the patient needs any critical care or special care. So there are referral formats, different referral formats, and within the ART program also. Suppose ICTC center ART के पास भेजता है, there is a referral format. ART center कहीं भेजता है, then again there is a referral format. ART center if sending to TB center, then there is a referral format. So referral formats are also important. And then what we are doing actually, जो हम कर रहे हैं, whether it is we are doing it well or not, the program performance monitoring reports are there. So we have to share these program performance monitoring reports to NACO. So these are the reporting formats categorized into four, not the reporting formats I will tell you later on, but all the recording and reporting formats are categorized into these four sections. So these are the reporting formats under care and treatment related records. Today I'm not going to take all the records. So basically I will take those records which are handled by care coordinator, data manager, and counselors. So I will take patient visit register, HIV care register. Now it's not pre-RT, बस आपकी information के लिए I write pre-RT. It's now HIV care register. Then patient booklet, ART enrollment register, white card, ART center HIV exposed infant child register, that is EID register. These sections I will take later on. These all tools are related to lab technician and staff nurse. Then PLHIV tracking format, data managers, master line list, and the LAC and reporting tools at ART center. These are the stock registers that I've already told you, mostly with related to medicine. आपने कितनी medicines किसको दी है daily basis पे, then compilation of those daily basis medicine into a monthly basis. OI opportunistic infection drugs आपने कितना dispense किया है, उसका recording and reporting. Then expired drugs का, and this is CD4 and consumable kit for lab technicians. Fixed asset register is for data managers. So I will take these registers in this session only. These are the referral formats. This is the ICTC to ART triplicate referral format. Triplicate means it has 3 copies. एक copy ART center को, एक ICTC को. There is a referral format. The ICTC जब patients को ART center भेजता है, then it should be ICTC should send the patient with this referral form. Then there is an exposed infant child referral form. These are related to staff nurse. So later on I will take, in the next session I will take this. Then transfer out forms. There are several forms: viral load form, SESUP reply form, RNTCP lab referral form, CPNet referral form, transfer out forms, and many. These are the reports that I am talking about: monthly ART center reports, monthly LAC LAC plus report, cohort analysis report, and TB HIV monthly report. The most important is consent form for PL-HIV. Before initiating the patient on ART, you have to take the consent of the patient, because initiating ART is not an emergency. But you have to tell the patient, medicine lena is very important. You have to be adhere to the medicine. Medicine आपको time पे लेना है, कैसे लेना है, कब तक लेना है, everything you have to tell. So after doing all these preparedness counseling, you have to take the consent of the patient that now we are going to initiate an ART. Are you ready or not? So this is very important. Abhi, I don't know whether you will be provided with the new white cards or not, but in the revised white card, this section, that the registering into HIV care and starting ART, this consent form is in the white card only. So no separate consent form for initiating ART. This consent form is in the white card, new white card. And if you don't know, then SACS will provide. This is actually consent form. But the second consent form, that is starting second line ART, this is not in the white card, not even in the revised white card. So you have to take out the print of the second line ART and you have to paste. When you shift patient from first line ART to second line ART, then you have to take consent on this consent form, that we are going to initiate on the second line ART, and same process. So this you have to take out the print, you have to take the print of this consent form, and after taking the consent, paste it in the white card. But this is already in the white card, the revised white card. This is the consent form. This is the consent form should be shared with regional language also. Okay, this form is for the patient. Patients को पता होना चाहिए कि वो क्या करने जा रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है, तो उनकी रीजनल लैंग्वेज में शेयर करना चाहिए पेशेंट को शेयर करना चाहिए. दिस इज डेवलप्ड बाय PCOE KCH only on the basis of the this one. So it's good कि अगर उनको रीजनल लैंग्वेज में डेवलप करके अगर पेशेंट से शेयर करते हो आप. This is the second line consent form when you initiate the patient on second line. Now I have already told you what is the purpose of consent form. It helps the patient to understand the ART program. You have to share there that these are the confidential things we are not going to share with anyone else. Patients can be prepared for lifelong ART and why adherence is important to ART, all these things. And what is the issue? Mostly in the consent form, it was written that we share the confidentiality if there is for the benefit of patient. But sometimes what happens, patient said कि हमने तो आपने बोला था इसलिए हमने साइन कर दिया, आपने होम विजिट के लिए क्यों भेजा है. So this is very important point to share at the time of taking consent, that if there will be any loophole, that is visit for adherence in case of LFU, or if patient is LFU or patient have missed visit, then patient should be explained about the sharing of confidentiality for home visit. Even if patient said कि मैं चाहे LFU हूँ चाहे missed हूँ, please don't send anyone to my home. So you have to respect their this thing, and आप उनको फिर लिखवाओगे उनसे कि उन्होंने बोला है कि they are not willing for home visit, so don't send anyone to their home. Because ये कभी कभार किसी सेंटर में होता है, एक पेशेंट ने आके बोला कि हमने तो नहीं बोला था, हमने तो साइन कर दिया आपके कहने की वजह से, हमें होम विजिट नहीं चाहिए था. तो दिस पॉइंट शुड बी वेरी वेल एक्सप्लेन्ड एट द टाइम ऑफ टेकिंग कंसेंट कि हम होम विजिट के लिए भेज सकते हैं, हमेशा ऐसा नहीं, बट अगर आप LFU हैं या मिस है तो. अगर पेशेंट कहता है ठीक है, इफ ही इज ओके, ही और शी इज ओके, फिर ठीक है. बट अगर उसने एक बार भी बोला है तो जस्ट टेक, उसके रिटर्न में ले लो कि they are not willing for home visit. Consent form needs to describe PLHU regional language, I have already told you, and it should be taken all the time patient registered care, that is the pre-ART care. Again I am telling you, pre-ART care is very short duration, that's 10 to 14, only the preparedness time or the doing baseline investigations. It's not like the previous one. What are the issues in record keeping? Now this is the patient flow. I will discuss issues in record keeping according to patient visit. The patient's flow, that a patient enters the RT center, first he visited the care coordinators. She takes out the white card and fills the HIV register. Then the patient goes to counselor. Counselors do adherence, advising him or her. Then from patient, then goes to nurse. Nurse do all the 4S symptom screening, and if any other medical issues are there. Then nurse sent to SMO. SMO will decide whether admissions are required or patients can directly go to pharmacist. And if he or she has some test investigations pending, then the SMO sent to laboratory technicians and patients, and then finally it goes to home. This is a basic flow. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस फ्लो पेशेंट जब भी आएगा किसके पास आएगा, वो आएगा पेशेंट आएगा केयर कोऑर्डिनेटर के पास. सो केयर कोऑर्डिनेटर किस कौन सा रिकॉर्ड मेंटेन करता है, केयर कोऑर्डिनेटर रिकॉर्ड्स पेशेंट विजिट रजिस्टर. दिस इज द रजिस्टर केयर कोऑर्डिनेटर मेंटेन्स. So जैसे ही पेशेंट आएगा ना, तो न्यू थिंग, नॉट न्यू थिंग बट दोज हु जस्ट joined as a counselor or a care coordinator, they should know now this is a section in the patient visit register for a screening system. Now the care coordinator should ask or evaluate the patient on the basis of 4 symptom screening, that is 4 positive or 4 negative. On the basis of these screening, she or he has to put the 4s. If 4s red, this one is the negative and this is the positive one. This is the new thing. Otherwise the HIV patient visit register maintain the daily OPD load. Means the patient so once the patient enters the ART center, care coordinator records their visit, their scheduled and unscheduled visit, and she notes 4 symptom screening for TB, and she has to record it in the patient visit register and in the green book also. So what are the purpose of this patient visit register? Let you know if the patient, those who are mostly who are the patients who are coming, whether they are unscheduled or they are scheduled. So this helps you to, if there are very unscheduled patients are visiting, then if the unscheduled visits are more, then you have to counsel the patient, because more number of unscheduled patients come on a particular day, quality of care of ART center will be hampered. So you have to tell them कि जिस दिन आपको दवाई लेने के लिए बुलाया गया है, आप उसी समय आने की कोशिश करिए. हाँ, in between अगर कोई medical issues है, they definitely have to come, but try to come on scheduled visit, so that proper counseling and care can be given to patient. So clients without what are the issues that patients, those who are without ICTC's confirmation, they should not be entered in this patient visit register. Counsel tell them go and get their tests done from ICTC's, come come back with the report, and then with if there is a report, she can enter the patient in the patient visit register. Now for HIV exposed children, there is a PID and HIV care number of mother should be entered. Serial number, every day there is a serial, because I have already told you this is the, this gives you the actually the OPD load of the ART center. So every day new number, scheduled visit, and the 4 screening, this should be done. This is the office order by NACO, that involvement of care coordinator for intensified TB case finding at ART centers. Now role of counselor, very important. Counselors are pillar of ART center. Everyone knows this. So counselor's role is very important. Now the first, they have to maintain 2-3 registers. This is a HIV care register. Sometimes counselors said कि हम काउंसलिंग करें या डॉक्यूमेंटेशन ही करते रहे, इतने सारे डॉक्यूमेंटेशन है, काउंसलिंग पे ध्यान नहीं दे पाते, बस डॉक्यूमेंटेशन ही करते रहो, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करते रहो. Several issues raised by counselors. So both are important as you are doing a good job and the very important job of counseling. So आपको आपकी काउंसलिंग का इफेक्ट कैसे देखेंगे आप लोग? The effect of counseling can be seen with the documentation only. Suppose आपने 10 पेशेंट को काउंसल करा है, but at the end of the month सिर्फ 2 ही पेशेंट रह पाते हैं आपके पास, the retention is very poor, then how will you decide your counseling is good or not? It's not always that counseling if patient retain नहीं कर रहे तो counseling गलत हुआ. It's a patient wish and choice also and their problems also, but still documentation helps you to know that how good your counseling is. So and if there is retention is more, patient is more comfortable, so it means you have some good practices that you can share with other also. And many core indicators of NACO national ART program can be assessed by these registers only, that is the pre-RT and ART registers. Now this is HIV care register, not the pre-RT. The name has changed here. So counseling is very important. So counselors have to do the counseling also and to have to maintain the records also, so that they can know yes their counseling is good. As I have already told you, that the pillars of the ART center, those are the most important. Everyone is very important, but yes, counseling part is patients are more comfortable with the counselors as they share their problem, discuss their problems. So each and every person of ART is very important, but counselors is important the point of view of patients, because patients discuss their problems, they become very friends with the counselors. Counselors are very good, so counselor is important in this regard. Otherwise everyone has its importance in the ART center. So these are the columns. Now the HIV care register is also changed. I don't know whether you have the new one or not. So some sections have been removed, some sections have been added. and SACS will provide once they will get the formatted HIV care register. As the column is 118, what is the important and the changes? The typology has been added in this new HIV care register में पहले typology नहीं था. Now they have added typology. Typology means कि mode of transmission is same, 5 times 6 times, heterosexual, IDU, blood transfusion, MTCT, unsafe injection, and if there is no mode of transmission known, that is unknown. But now typology is, this section has been added. This is a general patient, the heterosexual patients, and if the patient is breastfeeding or ANC, then MSM, TG, TS, or sex worker, IDU, migrant. These are the typology. But what kind of patient he or she is? So typology is क्या patient है, वो क्या है, trucker है, migrant है, या MSM है, and this is the mode of transmission. These two are separate now. This whole thing is same. Date of first visit you have to write, the priority registration number, address, age, the gender, category, start date and ART registration number. If the patient is transferring, start date is the from the previous center only. You have to write. ART start date should be the first, when the ART started. If there is a transfer in patient, then the ART start date is the from the previous center when the ART was started. The reason for delay, this is added, this section is also added. What are the reasons if there is a delay of initiation of ART and beyond 2 months? Now the ART should be initiated after doing all the baseline investigations and after doing preparedness counseling. But even then, if there is delay in the ART initiation beyond 2 months, then you have to give the reason why there is a delay in the ART initiation. And once the patient started on ART, there is no need to come back and write the outcome of the ART patient in this register. Only the TB section should be in the TB section, you have to enter this one. In the 14th section, you have to enter the end date of the TB treatment. Otherwise, once you shift the patient from pre-ART to ART, there is no need to come back and do all the updation of the ART things in the pre-ART register except this section. आपको टीबी सेक्शन में आके सिर्फ अपडेट करना है. अगर आपने एक बार पेशेंट को प्री आरटी से एआरटी में शिफ्ट कर दिया तो आपको उसको दोबारा सारे एआरटी में जो भी प्रोग्रेस है उसको प्री आरटी में आके नहीं भरना होता, सिर्फ आपको टीबी ट्रीटमेंट की एंड डेट को भरना है. मिस LFU everyone knows. So miss, if 3 patients suppose took their medicine on January and have to come in the month of February, then February, March, April 3 miss. And in the month of May भी अगर patient नहीं आता, then the from May onwards patient is LFU. अगर वो 4th month आ जाता है, then patient will be on treatment. This is the new HIV care register. Now the purpose, this gives you how many patients are LFU, and very important that 1 to 13 section should be filled by the counselor, but rest of the sections will be filled by the counselor after doctors filled the white cards. Rest of the information can be taken from the white cards if filled by the doctor. First visit is at our center. So in case of transfer in patient, in the white card first visit date will be theirs, the previous ART center. But in the HIV care register, we have to mention the date of first visit when the patient visited our center. That should be the first visit in HIV care register. For transferring, so there will be mismatch if you see the white card. If you we have to take the white card from we have to continue the white card of the previous ART center only. So there will be first visit of theirs ART center. But in white card I'm talking about. But in the HIV register, when you register the patient, write first visit at your center. There will be no new number for re-entered cases. If the patient take the transfer out form from our center and never registered themselves at any ART center or comes back, so these patients are LFU cases and re-entered the cases, no new number should be given. But if the transfer in patient, even the re-transfer in patient registered themselves somewhere in other ART center and comes back, then we have to give the new number for the patient. For example, अगर हमने यहाँ से पेशेंट को किसी और ART सेंटर में ट्रांसफर कर दिया ट्रांसफर आउट फॉर्म देकर, बट वो पेशेंट किसी भी ART सेंटर में रजिस्टर नहीं हुआ और वो हमारे पास वापस आ गया, तो हमें उसको कोई न्यू नंबर नहीं देना है ART का. बट अगर वो कहीं रजिस्टर हो गया है और वो दोबारा से हमारे पास ही आ गया, हमारे ही पेशेंट था, हमने उसको कहीं और भेजा, वो वहाँ रजिस्टर भी हो गया, फिर वो वहाँ से वापस हमारे पास आ गया, दैट इज अ री ट्रांसफर इन केस, तो तब भी हमें उसको नया नंबर देना. अगर पेशेंट कहीं भी रजिस्टर होकर वापस आएगा, देन वी हैव टू गिव द न्यू नंबर. पर अगर वो कहीं भी रजिस्टर होकर नहीं आएगा, तो दीज आर द LFU केसेस. एंड मेक श्योर कि जब हम ट्रांसफर आउट करें पेशेंट को, तो जहाँ भी ट्रांसफर आउट करें वहाँ एक बार पूछ लें कि पेशेंट आपके पास पहुंचा और वो उस ART सेंटर की भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि वो बता दे कि पेशेंट हमारे पास आ गया, सो दैट आप उसके आगे उस पेशेंट के आगे ट्रांसफर आउट लिख सको. So once they confirmed कि हाँ patient हमारे पास आ गया, you just mention that patient as transfer out patient. Important, pediatric cases should be given same series as adult and not different series. ERT preparedness stamp you have to put both on green book and white card. That I have already told you. Huh. What is the purpose? Why it is important? It actually it gives you the eligible for ART list of the eligible for ART patient but not yet started on ART. So you know from this register that these patients are eligible but they have not yet started on ART. This is a flow of white card. Care coordinators, then counselor, nurse, then medical officer, pharmacist, data manager, nurse, counselor, again to care coordinator to arrange it systematically. Now, second one is ART enrollment register. This is also new. Now revised enrollment register. Now there is no column for OT. You know, there is a column in the previous one. You have a column of doing adherence 90%, 95% on treatment. Patient is whether on treatment or not on treatment. This section is no more now new in new ART register. These sections are no more. Only sections from 1 to 14 are there in the new ART enrollment register. So what is the purpose of this? This maintain a line list of all the patient enrolled in the ART center. You just see the last number of the ART and you know अच्छा यहाँ पे 500 patient register हमारे पास on ART. This helps in the monitoring the treatment status of a patient, helps in the prepare of monthly report and calculate the missed patient. If section is not applicable, just put dash in that section. For transfer in patient, I have already told you that when the ART is initiated, you have to take that date and date of medical eligibility, WHO clinical stage first. On the start of ART, what was their medical eligibility, what was their clinical stage, their CPT date and ART. It should be from the first center if patient is transfer inpatient. And new page to be started every month. Issues like if patient came twice during a month, you have to register the patient only their scheduled visit. If comes on a scheduled visit, you have to record in the ART register. Otherwise, unscheduled visit, patient care coordinator register recorded in patient visit register, and in the white card also you register and enter the patient visit. But in ART enrollment register, you have to enter only scheduled visit and do adherence accordingly. This is also revised. Patient treatment card is also revised. Now this section has been revised. TV section. And other also there is a changes in this. I have already told you that typology has been added in the HIV care register in the same way. Type of client now. This section was not in the previous white card. So this is the type of client. And this is the mode of transmission. This has been also changed. And this section is also changed on the basis the doctors will fill. The 1, 2 and 3, these 3 sections should be filled by the counselor and regularly updated. Suppose patient आके पहले बोल रहा है कि मैं पहाड़गंज में रहता हूँ, फिर उसके बाद बोल रहा है नहीं मैं अभी यहाँ शिफ्ट हो गया हूँ, सपोज सरोजनी नगर शिफ्ट हो गया हूँ, तो यू हैव टू अपडेट दिस सेक्शन. उसका फोन नंबर चेंज हो गया, तो यू हैव टू अपडेट ऑल दीज 3 सेक्शन एंड दीज सेक्शन शुड बी अपडेटेड बाय द काउंसलर. Rest of the section, that is fourth and fourth onward section should be filled by the doctors. This is the interpretation whether TB is preliminary microbiologically confirmed or not. This section should be filled by the doctors in this 7th. This is the revised white card. I have already told you that the consent form is in the revised white card. So this is the revised white card and the consent form is in this card only. First consent form, that when you initiating the patient on ART, this section is in the white card, and when you started the patient on second line, that consent form you have to take out. But the first consent form, the first line treatment initiation is in the white card, in the revised white card. Now viral load has been updated. What is the purpose? Again, it's record the information of the patient and patient monitoring to report key variables like what is their demographic profile, their HIV care history, medical history, It assists the ART clinician in effective lifelong HIV treatment. And I have told you first 3 sections should be filled by the counselors and the rest of the section should be filled by the doctors. And counselors have to update these 3 sections regularly. And patient address and contact should be rechecked if possible by the lab technician. CD4 when they are performing testing of CD4 or viral load, they just cross check कि अभी आप इसी एड्रेस पे रहते हो क्या. तो it's just a cross check method just to make sure कि उनका एड्रेस ठीक है. Outcome status of patient needs to be updated by knowing the status of patient through outreach activities and record under the ARTC program. I have already told you that the no new number should be given to the LFU patient. For transferred and retransferred in cases, new number should be given. And in transfer in cases, date of start at first ART center to be taken. Same card should be continued to maintain the cohort. That is the section 5. This one. To maintain this section, this is now updated to 72. Earlier it was 48, but in the revised wildcard, it is 72 months after the start of ART. This is section 5. So same card should be continued to maintain the cohort. And if section 12 and 13 were filled, get this section photocopied. Don't start using new white card unnecessarily. Just get these section photocopied. 12 and 13, that is investigation and follow up. उस section को सिर्फ photocopy करा लो आप and paste, उसी पे paste कर दीजिए and continue with the same card. Don't use separate card for these sections. उसी को बस सिर्फ उसी section को photocopy करना है, paste करना है and continue with the same card. This I have already told you. Date of transfer in patient you have to taken from the previous ART center only. And when you transfer out the patient, you have to transfer the patient with original white card and transfer out form. And you have to telephonically confirm whether patient reached the referring center or not. If the patient reached the referring center, then mark that patient as transfer out patient. This is the transfer out form. These are the section of patient visit, patient treatment record, that is the white card. Now the clinical laboratory investigation, this is important. First, this is I'm talking about section 5 where there is a cohort till 72 months. That 6, 12, we have to maintain this cohort 6, 12, 24, 36, 48 months of ART. Subsequent visit should correspond to 6, 12, 24, 60, 72 months of follow-up ART. Once ART is started, you have to follow this. Whether in between, if you stop the ART, doesn't matter. But you've started the ART, suppose, you have to follow this pattern only. कि ART को शुरू करे हुए 6 महीने हो गए, 12 महीने हो गए, 24 महीने हो गए, चाहे वो in between उसने ART छोड़ दिया हो. मे बी उसने शुरू करा है मंथ में, जनवरी में शुरू करा है, जून में उसके 6 महीने हो गए, और चाहे जनवरी से जून में उसने 2 ही महीने दवाई खाई हो, बट यू हैव टू काउंट दिस जून एज अ 6 months. Then again after 12, 24, 36. So that cohort will be followed. Now earlier CD4 is important and we have to do the CD4 testing also according to this cohort. But now new viral load guidelines, if the viral load is less than 1000 copies and CD4 is more than 350 copies and though both the tests same at the same done at the same time, then you can discontinue CD4 testing. So maybe CD4 will not relate with this 6, 12, 24, 36 because you have to stop CD4 if there is a CD4 is more and viral load is less. But whenever you perform, but if again viral load increases, then again you have to do the CD4. So try to manage CD4 according to this cohort. Once you have started, once you again started, you have to start it, then you have to maintain in this way. Otherwise CD4 you have to quit, you have to stop doing CD4. This is the new guidelines, routine viral load testing. In this it is at written, if the viral load is more than or equal to 1000 copies, you have to restart. Otherwise CD4 count greater than 350 and viral load less than 1000 copies, you have to stop. And both tests are done at the same time. This is important, and both tests should be done at the same time. Then routine CD4 monitoring may be discontinued. You have to discontinue the monitoring CD4 if both tests, that is CD4 and viral load, को सेम टाइम पे किया. अगर CD4 और वायरल लोड सेम डे पे किए गए हैं और CD4 350 से ज्यादा है और वायरल लोड 1000 से कम है, सो यू हैव टू स्टॉप CD4 मॉनिटरिंग. अगर दोबारा वायरोलॉजिकल फेलियर दिखता है, आपको दिखता है वायरल लोड इज मोर देन 1000 कॉपीज, देन यू हैव टू रीइनिशिएट द CD4. दिस इज द न्यू OM फ्रॉम on 6th August 2020. So according to this, you have to discontinue CD4. So need not to maintain 6 months, 12 months, 24, 36. But if you reinitiate, try to relate with this. Now another register should be maintained by counselor is EID register, infant diagnosis register. In this now there is no WBS. We have to, WBS is replaced with second DBS. So this section is not needed. WBC specimen result and the WB specimen collection date, because new guidelines WB is replaced with the second DBS. So first DBS and second DBS. If the both second DBS is positive, both two DBS are positive, then the patient should be entered in this register. Now when this is a general instruction for use of EID register. Should be when the patient referred from ICTC or PPCT to ART should be accompanied by the following records. That is the HIV DNA PCR test requisition come result. That is the result form actually. What is the result of TPS? And referral format in triplicate. Triplicate is a three colors: white, yellow, and pink. White to be retained at ICTC, pink, yellow, and pink to be carried by the client to the ART center and retained at ART center. And the pink copy is sent back to referring ART center. Make sure that yes, patient sent by the ICTC is registered at ART. So this copy should be sent back to ICTC just to make sure कि कोई LFU ना हो from ICTC to ART center. ICTC रेफरल फॉर्म 3 कलर के होते हैं, 3 कॉपी है उसकी. व्हाइट कॉपी ICTC अपने पास रखता है, एक कॉपी वो पेशेंट के साथ भेजेगा, 2 कॉपी हमारे, उसमें से एक कॉपी हम अपने पास रखेंगे और पिंक कॉपी हम वापस ICTC भिजवा देते हैं. चाहे आप उसको ईमेल कर दो, पेस्ट कर दो पेशेंट से, जस्ट ये बताना, पोस्ट कर दें, पेशेंट्स के थ्रू भिजवा दें वापस, जस्ट टू मेक श्योर कि जो पेशेंट ICTC या PPTC से ART की तरफ, ART को भेजा है, वो पेशेंट रजिस्टर हो गया, रिटेन्ड इन द केयर एक्चुअली. Sorry, this is referral format, exposed infant child referral form. This is the HIV DNA PCR test requisition come and result form. Green booklet, this booklet is also revised. All the sections that I have told you, that is patient visit care register revised, all the M&E tools are revised. HIV care register revised, ART enrollment register revised, white card revised, that is the patient booklet is also revised. So all these revised card with the Ds are with the SACs only, and they will provide the respective ART to their respective ART centers. What is revised? Important revision in this is this section. Now in the counselor section, this is symptoms screening is there. If the patient is positive, 4S positive, tick positive. If negative, negative. And what are the symptoms? These 4 symptoms are cough, fever, night sweat, and weight loss. These are the 4 symptoms on the basis of which counselor here is actually nurse. The nurse will decide, and then she or he will put the tick mark. Suppose out of 4 symptoms, a patient has only 1 symptom, fever. She tick the fever and write positive and send the patient to SMO. And this is the doctor section. Doctor will write what are the clinical stage, their notes, and this is counseling notes actually. They do the adherence of the patient and write their notes. Counselor section. This both nurse and counselor section is combined together, but this part is for nurse, and this is adherence and counseling notes is for counselors only. And this is the doctor section. This is revised green booklet. Actually, this is if cough, there is no cough, cross, weight loss, cross, night sweat, cross, and fever is tick. So this is 4S positive. So tick, right. If there is no symptoms, means 4S negative. Put this one, negative, no symptoms. Cut, cross, 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 no symptoms. In case of children, you have to write, in this case, night sweat, there is a TB contact cases. In case of children, night sweat is not there. So you write TB contact cases. In case of children, the night sweat option will be replaced with the option of contact of active TB case. So doctors have to mention all the opportunistic infection, date of the opportunistic infection, first infection, second, third, fourth, and so on. It's a brief history of actually patient, how many times he suffered from opportunistic infection. This is a reminder for CD4 and reminder for viral. Doctor have to prescribe the date. For example, those who are on first line, yearly viral load should be done for them, and those who are on second line, 6-monthly viral load should be done. So these reminders or date prescribed by the doctors for the patient reminder. Now, what are the purpose? It all helps in the identifying the patient with unique ID and photograph. It's a good practice to staple. हाँ, this is very important. अगर आप किसी सेसअप के लिए किसी रिव्यू के लिए पेशेंट को बोलते हो भेजते हैं अगर आप, so staple their previous green book also. So it's a good practice to staple old green card with the cover of the new one, so that whenever any old details need to be rechecked, it can be done easily, especially at the time of setup interview. The patient should be advised to retain all green cards even when filled and not throw, because this helps in the setup assessment. So you have to tell the patient that all the white cards are, or the green books are important. So keep the green book, and when there is any treatment failure or in problem in the patient, so and patient need any setup review, then all the old green card was also is also important. So ask patient to keep all green cards, and whenever you send the patient for setup review, staple all the previous green card also. And what are the issue mean? That issues means that these are the important things that you be keep in mind. That forest stamping on green book should be done, and the opportunistic infection, CD4 test count and reminder, next appointment date needs to be mentioned in respective section. Because why this is important? Because green booklet जो होता है, that is the patient booklet, वो patient के पास रहता है. तो अगर आप उनको बताओगे कि these are the test CD4 test date and these are the viral load test date, या आपका next date आपको आना है, तो पेशेंट के पास ग्रीन बुक रहता है, वो उसको रिमाइंड, वो बार बार देखेंगे, अच्छा हमारी कब जाने का है, कब क्या है, किस दिन जाना है, किस दिन नहीं जाना है. और उनको ये भी बताना है, कभी कभार पेशेंट आपने तो हमें इसी डेट पे बुलाए थे, इसलिए हम बहुत बीमार थे, हम आए नहीं, हमने तो आसपास कहीं दिखा लिया. तो ये भी आपको बताना पड़ेगा कि ये आपके, अगर आप ठीक परफॉर्म कर रहे हो, आप ठीक हो, आपको कोई बीमारी है, देन यू हैव टू कम ऑन योर शेड्यूल्ड विजिट. बट इन बिटवीन अगर आपको कोई भी प्रॉब्लम होता है, देन दे हैव टू विजिट ART सेंटर. So this opportunistic infection, CD4 and all these things should be, these are the reminder days. This section should be filled by the doctor, and डॉक्टर्स को बताना भी है पेशेंट को कि अगर आपको नहीं याद रहता, डेट आप भूल जाते हो, तो आप यहाँ देख लो, दीज आर द सेक्शंस जहाँ हमने लिखा हुआ है कि व्हाट इज योर नेक्स्ट डेट. Now there is some revision in NACO monthly report also regarding adherence. Now you have to, those who are on assess for the adherence, you write their number, and of PLHU and ART this month, and who have been assessed for adherence, unka number now have to more than 95, 80 to 95, and less than 80. This is a revision in the MPR section. This is a referral that is required within the HIV program, from the HIV program, and to the HIV program. Within, I have already told you that from ICTC to ART center, or from PPTC to ART center, and from ART to we have to send other department, that is medicine, sometimes something ENT, sometimes skin department. So referral from ART to other programs, for TB center. So from ART program to other programs, and there is a within HIV program also, and sometimes from other departments to HIV program. From medicines seek some consultation on, they send the patient to HIV program, that is to ART center. And sometimes those who are detected with TB, they do TB centers send this patient to HIV program. So there is a different level of referrals to the HIV program, from the HIV program, and within the HIV program. So this is a ICTC ART center referral form. When the patient, ICTC send the patient to ART center, this is in 3 copies. One should be retained with, same as I have told you for the EID referral. One should be retained by the ICTC, one should be sent with the client, and the client and ART center will keep the copy 2 and send the copy 3 with back to ICTC center through email or post. This is important. ART, ICTC, how do you know that patients that ICTC send comes to ART center, and what have to do? So this section you know from the third section of the white card that how many of you are regularly updating it. Have a family centric approach, means we have to counsel them ki suppose you are positive but rest of the family members should also be, their test should also be done to make sure whether they are positive or not. So you should have a family centric approach. See if spouse is being tested or not, if there is a discordant couples, so keep on testing them after, on test whether the spouse is tested positive or not, if children are tested or not. So you have to counsel, you have to take the family centric approach. If the patient is positive, counsel them that their family should also be tested just to make sure whether they are positive or not. Refer registered clients, refer already registered client whose reports are pregnancy that are positive, they should be referred. So this section, this section should be regularly updated. This section should be updated by the counselors only, and they have to update it. I have already told you copy 3 should be sent to ART center and from ART to ICTC through email to ensure registration of PLHIV at ARTC, means retention of patient. All these referral forms are actually to maintain or to see whether the patient is retained in the system or not. Just to maintain their retention, we have referral forms. If you send back the copy to ICTC, make sure the ICTC department that patient is registered at ART. Helps in the line list prepare if there is a defaulter. Now role of data manager. The data manager have to maintain the fixed asset register, monthly report, master line list. There is a coordination meeting with CSC people also. LFU tracking format should be filled and shared with the CSC on regular basis by the data managers. IPT and TB cohort analysis, there is a report, it should be IPT and TB cohort analysis should also be shared with NACO on monthly basis. This is the share mechanism with CSC people. If the patient is to be initiated on ART, but he or she is not turning up to ART center, then these patients should be shared with CSC. On ART, miss patient should be shared with CSC people. On ART LFU, newly initiated on ART and less than 80% adherence. These patients should be data. CSC will collect following data from the ART center. If there is any problem, then we share the list with the CSC people. Tracking format, this data manager should fill and share with the, this is the tracking format actually. Data managers fill this performa, this Excel file, this sheet, and shared with the CSC. And once the feedback, CSC gives their feedback whether the patient, they are able to, they visit the patient, but whether to able to contact the patient or not, or patient agreed to visit ART center or not, or sometimes they bring the patient to the ART center, and what is the outcome of the patient, whether patient is death or not. So these are the outcomes sent by given by the CSC workers, and we have to update this in our records. So outcome, the clients need to be recorded in the white card and registers. Outcomes comes from this. So if the patient, if the CSC people tell that patient is not in Delhi now, they are migrated to UP, Bihar or some any other state. So you have to update this record in white card and the register that patient is now migrated and they are not living in this. So actually ultimately they are the LFU cases. And the 48, within a 48 hours tracking activity should be started by the ART center. मतलब counselors need to call the patient, this is important, आप क्यों नहीं आए दवाई लेने, आपको आना चाहिए था. And if the patient didn't even turn up, then you have to share the list with the CSC people. This is the revised master line list. Date of baseline viral load, as the viral load is, this is the test added in the program now. So these are the revised section. Date of baseline viral load, and the date of latest viral load. These are the section updated in the master line list. These all are the updated master line list. Date and death reported, cause of death. Otherwise, earlier we have a death register. In that register, we have to maintain what are the cause, what are the date of death. Now these sections are added in the master line list. IPT, forest screening, all these sections are added in the master line list. Monthly reports are also revised. The Treatment adherence, I have already told you that this section is revised, and their drug formats also has been revised after adding dolutegravir. Some drugs are added in the system. So to maintain their stock and to know the stock of that respective drugs, dolutegravir and many others. So new drug formats are also revised in the monthly report. These are the drug stocks that is revised. Dolutegravir, Donavir. These all are the revised drug stock in the monthly report. Monthly report mein all these are revised. Now the important task of data manager is to maintain the fixed asset register. This should be maintained by the data manager, and all entries in the register should be checked and countersigned by the SMO and MO of ART center. The word register is in the fixed asset register what the data manager needs to maintain. What should be what they have to write down, what to maintain. Actually they need to maintain the furniture, equipments and other instruments purchased from NACO and SACS funds. They have to maintain, they have to enter all the information of all those items, that is the furniture, and this register should be maintained by the data manager. It includes only the description of the fixed asset. The fixed asset means these furnitures and equipments, UPS, and if there is any printer, mouse or keyboard, some this and many other things. So you have to give their number, description, how much you have purchased, date of purchase, and recording in the account book and voucher number, warranty, service details. All the information should be in the fixed asset register, and this should be counter checked by the SMO and MO. Now these reports need to be sent on monthly basis to NACO. The MPR everyone knows, monthly progress report should be shared within the first week of month, that is the 1 to 4. You have to share it first, second, third, fourth, 4 दिन के अंदर starting days में it should be shared with the NACO. HIV, TB and IPT repeat should also be shared. This is a CSC target sheet from ARTC. This we have to also share on a monthly basis. Then HIV, TB line list, PEP data format, all these formats are from the NACO only. We have to share this on the monthly basis. Reporting format, ATT drugs. ATT now, we all know that now the TB is a part of ART. So ATT drugs reporting format is also there. We have to share these these reports separately on the monthly basis to NACO. This is the HIV TB. This is the link. You click on this link and the whole, this is just a screenshot. This is not a complete list that I am sharing with you. This is the part of that list, only the screenshot, just to telling you what type of HIV TB IPT report is. ये सिर्फ पार्ट है स्क्रीनशॉट का, ये छोटा सा पार्ट लिया हुआ है मैंने. इट्स नॉट द कंप्लीट लिस्ट. लिस्ट बहुत बड़ी है. ये इज ओनली द स्मॉल पार्ट, द स्क्रीनशॉट. You click on this link and you will get the whole Excel file of this. So this is the IPT, HIV, TB and IPT report shared with NACO. This is the CSC target sheet from ARTC. These are the cumulative number of active care. We share this data with the Vihan. There's a CSC we are associated with, so we are sharing this data to them. This is HIV TB line list. We maintained a hard copy also, but we have to share it with shared in soft copy also. Everyone knows that HIV TB line list and HIV TB register, these two are the registers and list maintained by the staff nurse. But now we have to share it, share its soft copy also. This is the PEP data format. How many needle, the total number of PEP cases in a month, needle prick कितनों को हुआ है, कितनों को blade से हुआ है, कितना blood contact में आया है, mutating, all this information is this is on the monthly basis. We have to share this data also. And these are the reporting format of ATT drugs. Thank you. If there is any query, कुछ भी पूछना है अगर question है तो welcome for. If there is any query, please ask. और अगर आपको बाद में कुछ ऐसा याद आता है कि हमें करना है तो you can just write and mail to me at our ART center. I will try to give best. I try to give the answer best of my knowledge.
थैंक यू मैम। पार्टिसिपेंट्स अपने आप को अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं।
Unmuted.
हेलो
Hello.
हेलो
Good afternoon, ma'am.
गुड आफ्टरनून।
I'm just tell me one thing. CD4 जो टेस्टिंग है वो अभी शुरू नहीं हुई ना?
CD4 टेस्टिंग शुरू हो गई है सर। CD4 तो सेंटर्स में ही होते हैं। आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट CD4 या वायरल लोड?
नहीं, CD4 ओनली CD4.
ये CD4 टेस्टिंग शुरू हो गई। आप किस स्टेट से?
आई एम फ्रॉम अम्बाला, FIRTC अम्बाला।
यार अम्बाला CD4 टेस्टिंग तो होता है, इनिशिएटेड स्टार्टेड।
नहीं, हमारे यहाँ तो वायरल लोड करते हैं ऑन एवरी मंडे, बट CD4 का मैं कंफर्मेशन नहीं था, तो जस्ट आस्किंग अबाउट इट।
अच्छा CD4, yeah, that I have told you, if the patient's viral load is less than 1000 copies and
जी जी।
CD4 is more than 350, but that these two tests should be done at the same time. अगर आप दोनों टाइम पे सेम टाइम पे दोनों टेस्ट करते हैं, CD4 और वायरल लोड 1000 से कम आता है और CD4 350 से ज्यादा आता है, then you have to stop CD4. There
दैट
is
इज
no
वेरी
need, हाँ, there is no need to do CD4 until and unless उसका वायरल लोड फिर से बढ़ गया। अगर दोबारा
दैट
से
इज नॉट। हाँ मैम, वो दैट इज नॉट द इशू। इशू इज जो पेशेंट हम नए स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं तो उनकी CD4 एट द स्टार्ट होना चाहिए।
हाँ बिल्कुल होना चाहिए। CD4
तो
तो
वो
स्टार्टिंग
उसके
में होगा।
हाँ उसके बारे में पूछना चाह रहा था। यदि मान लो हम करवाना चाहें तो फिर PGI में भेजना पड़ेगा हमें?
हाँ, जैसा जो भी आपका पहला होता होगा, जैसे हमारे भी सेंटर में CD4 हम सिर्फ कलेक्शन करते हैं, होता हमारे यहाँ RML में है, तो हम यहाँ से सैंपल कलेक्ट करते हैं और रन RML हॉस्पिटल में होता है। तो जैसा भी
तो
आपका
वो
पहले जो
हाँ, वो तो बस हेडक्वार्टर से कंफर्मेशन लेनी पड़ेगी हमें कि वेदर व्हाट शुड द प्रोसेस शुड बी अडॉप्टेड लाइक।
हाँ इनिशिएटेड।
अपनी करें। हाँ हेलो
हेलो
हेलो।
हेलो।
हेलो हेलो।
हाँ जी मैडम, एक मेरा सवाल है जी।
हाँ जी।
मैम हम ऐसे एक्चुअली ICTC से जो पॉजिटिव पेशेंट रेफर होते हैं ART के लिए,
हाँ जी।
तो मैम वो पेशेंट है ना, ART सेंटर का जो IMS सॉफ्टवेयर है उसमें शो नहीं होते कि वहां से कोई पेशेंट आया, तो यहाँ ये एक्सेप्ट कैसे करेंगे उस पेशेंट को?
वो आप रेफरल फॉर्मेट भी भेजते हैं ना?
रेफरल भी ऑनलाइन कैसे जाएगा? वैसे तो फिर उनको
ऑनलाइन
दोबारा एंट्री करनी पड़ेगी उस पेशेंट,
हेलो।
क्योंकि ART में भी मैडम वो पेशेंट भेजता हूँ ना, तो वो कहते हैं हमारे पास शो नहीं होता IMS में आपका भेजा हुआ।
नहीं, अगर नहीं भी शो होता, अगर वो ऐसे बोल रहे तो आपके पास हार्ड कॉपी तो होती है। अब ICTC रेफरल फॉर्मेट जो है उससे तो मेक श्योर हो ही जाएगा ना कि पेशेंट रजिस्टर हो गया है ART में।
नहीं वो तो है मैम, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि अगर मान लो मैंने उसको ART रेफर कर दिया पोस्ट टेस्ट काउंसलिंग में जाके ICTC से IMS के अंदर, तो वो उनको अपने ART में जो IMS यूज कर रहे हैं वहां कैसे शो करेगा?
उनको एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा, आपका जो भी आएगा एक्सेप्ट करेंगे तो शो
वो
करेगा
मैम
वो।
ऑप्शन कहाँ आएगा? वो ऑप्शन कहाँ आएगा मैम? ART सेंटर में खड़ा हूँ मैं अभी।
अच्छा, वो ऑप्शन ना मेरे को आपको फार्मासिस्ट को बताना पड़ेगा। मैं आपको स्क्रीनशॉट भेज दूंगी, आप अपना ईमेल आईडी प्लीज दे देना।
एक मैम फार्मासिस्ट है मैम, मेरे स्टाफ नर्स हैं, ये बताएं।
हेलो।
हेलो।
हाँ जी मैम।
हाँ बोलिए।
हाँ जी मैम, मैं स्टाफ फार्मासिस्ट बोल रही हूँ जी, FIRTC स्टाफ से।
हाँ
हाँ
एक्चुअली
जी
मेरे
मैम,
को ना यहाँ पे आपको पूरा शेयर करना पड़ेगा, वो तो अभी पॉसिबल नहीं होगा। आप अपना क्वेश्चन अगर भेज देते हैं
हाँ जी
तो मैं
मैम।
अपने फार्मासिस्ट को बोल दूंगी, वो पूरा स्क्रीनशॉट आपको भेज देंगे कि वो कैसे दिखता है।
मैम कौन सी मेल, कैसे मेल, कौन सी मेल आईडी
PCOE KSCH होगा, आप भेज दो। यहाँ तो फिर मैं शेयर नहीं कर पाऊंगी आपसे। क्या, एक मिनट क्यों? वो ना भेज देंगे। और वैसे ये IMS में नहीं आएगा, ये तो ICTC और इसका रिलेटेड है ना, ART सेंटर का, तो पाल्स सॉफ्टवेयर में आएगा, वो IMS में नहीं आएगा। आप शायद पाल्स की बात कर रहे हैं।
नहीं मैम, पाल्स की नहीं, अभी न्यू लॉन्च हुआ ना, जैसे ICTC से भी रेफर करेंगे ART सेंटर में, तो वो
हाँ
जैसे उनको कोई यूनिक नंबर मिले हुए हैं, आई थिंक 30 नंबर का कोई डिजिट मिले हुए हैं, तो वो जैसे वो तो हमारे पास देख के भेज देते हैं हमारे पास, फिर IMS में हम उनको कैसे एक्सेप्ट करेंगे, उनका नंबर दिया हुआ है जो।
नहीं, पर IMS में तो नहीं होते सारे एक्सेप्टेंस, तो उसमें होते। एक बार सचिन को बुलाइए,
उसको लिंक करना रहता है मैम।
वो पाल्स में होता है, पाल्स सॉफ्टवेयर में। आरती तू IMS में मैं आपको अभी एक बार अपनी फार्मेसिस्ट से बात करा देती हूँ। वो एक्चुअली पाल्स के थ्रू होता है। ART सेंटर का जो डाटा मैनेजर है वो उसको अपडेट करता है और वो ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाता है। पाल्स सॉफ्टवेयर IMS में, आई विल जस्ट चेक।
उस पेशेंट को सिर्फ ART पे लिंक करना रहता है।
हेलो।
हेलो।
हाँ जी मैम। हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
एक
मैडम एक चीज बताइए।
जस्ट वेट। हाँ
हेलो
हेलो।
मैडम एक चीज पूछनी थी आपसे।
हाँ जी।
ये जो 5 कैटेगरी के पेशेंट्स होते हैं जो हमें भेजने होते हैं, कि हर मंथ भेजने होते हैं क्या ये सीएससी में?
अच्छा, एक मिनट ये मिला दीजिए। हेलो।
हेलो
जी आवाज आ रही है, 1-2 मिनट मैम, शायद और किसी काम में है। जी 2 मिनट सर।
हेलो। हाँ हेलो हेलो जगदीश,
हेलो
आप हाँ आप हैं लाइन। मैंने अभी पूछा फार्मेसी, वो कह रहे हैं जब लिंक होगा ना आईसीटीसी और एआरटी सेंटर का तभी आईएमएस में दिखेगा। वो शायद यू पीपल आर नॉट लिंक्ड विद, हाँ ये हमारा ईमेल आईडी pcvksch@gmail.com।
हाँ जी मैम, मेल आईडी तो मिल गया जी।
हाँ बट ये ना आप शायद लिंक नहीं है, तो जब लिंक होगा आईएमएस और एआरटी आईसीटीसी तभी आईएमएस में शो करेगा। अदरवाइज क्या होता है, कोई भी पेशेंट अगर आईसीटीसी से आता है तो हम उसको, हमारी जो डाटा मैनेजर है उसको
हाँ
एंटर
जी।
करती, रजिस्टर करती है इन द प्रियॉरिटी केयर। वो आईएमएस में
ओके।
ऑलरेडी सेक्शन होता है। आईएमएस जो सॉफ्टवेयर है वो 3
हाँ
लोग
जी मैम।
हैंडल कर सकते हैं। एक एआरटी सेंटर, उसका अपना पासवर्ड एंड लॉगिन होता है, एक फार्मासिस्ट और एक लैब टेक्नीशियन के पास भी होता है। तो
हाँ जी
3
मैम।
लोग उसको हैंडल कर सकते हैं क्योंकि लैब टेक्नीशियन अपनी CD4 रिपोर्ट उसके अंदर एंट्री करता है, और आईएमएस तो मेन तो फार्मासिस्ट का है ही है, सब कुछ फार्मासिस्ट ही करता है मेन। तो 3 पीपल
हाँ
कैन
जी
यूज
मैम।
इट। तो जब आप एआरटी आईसीटीसी से जब पेशेंट आता है हमारे पास, तो हमारी जो डाटा मैनेजर है जिसको पासवर्ड और लॉगिन दे रखा है, वो उसको
हाँ
एज अ
जी मैम।
प्रियॉरिटी में रजिस्टर करेगी। फिर जब वो प्रियॉरिटी में रजिस्टर कर लेती हैं तो वो तो फार्मासिस्ट को ऑलरेडी पता ही चल गया, प्रियॉरिटी से एआरटी में जैसे ही शिफ्ट करेंगे। बट अगर वो
हाँ
लिंक
जी
होना
मैम।
चाहिए आपका आईसीटीसी, अगर लिंक नहीं है तो आईएमएस में शो नहीं करेगा।
ओके।
तो वो
तो
आपको नैको से पूछना पड़ेगा कि क्या इश्यूज हैं, क्यों लिंक नहीं हो पा रहा वो। चाहे हमारा तो
ओके।
लिंक, और वो वैसे अभी शायद अंडर प्रोसेस भी है, वो प्रोसेस हुआ नहीं है कंप्लीट ना, तो जैसे ही एक बार हो जाएगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप लिंक्ड हो जाएंगे डायरेक्टली।
ओके।
अदरवाइज अब, हाँ अदरवाइज अभी क्या होता है, अभी तो एआरटी सेंटर की डाटा मैनेजर करती है उसको रजिस्टर, और फिर वो आईएमएस में आ जाता है एज अ प्रियॉरिटी पेशेंट, फिर उसको आप दवाई
हाँ
शुरू
जी
करते
मैम।
हैं
हाँ
टेस्ट।
जी।
तो ये
हाँ
भी
जी,
अंडर
ये तो।
प्रोसेस में, बहुत सारी चीजें अभी अंडर प्रोसेस में ही है नैको में। वो सब मैंने आपसे
ओके मैम।
ब्रीफली हाँ डिस्कस नहीं करा है, बट स्टिल एमएनई टूल्स में और भी रिवीजन हो रहे हैं। जैसे आई डोंट नो वेदर यू पीपल आर गेटिंग दीज न्यू कार्ड्स, एंड आपके पास हैं सारे नए कार्ड, व्हाइट कार्ड, एचआईवी रजिस्टर,
हाँ
जो भी
जी मैम।
अभी, अच्छा आ
हाँ
गए
जी।
होंगे हाँ। तो कई सेंटर्स में अगर नहीं भी आए तो नहीं, जैसे एनरोलमेंट रजिस्टर में भी वो सेक्शन ही हट गया पूरा एडहेरेंस का और ऑनलाइन ट्रीटमेंट जो लिखना होता था। ओनली 14 सेक्शंस आर देयर इन एआरटी एनरोलमेंट रजिस्टर्स।
ओके।
तो कुछ कुछ चीजें अपडेट हो गई हैं, वो आ गई हैं, और कुछ अभी चल रही हैं अंडर प्रोसेस है नैको में। तो ये भी
ठीक
अभी
है।
अंडर प्रोसेस ही है जो आप पूछ रहे हैं। और वैसे
ठीक है
तो
मैम।
हो सकता है आईसीटीसी भेजेगा तो यहाँ एआरटी प्रीआरटी में रजिस्टर करके एआरटी आईएमएस में आ जाएगा।
ओके।
ठीक है।
हाँ जी मैम, थैंक यू मैम।
ओके।
हेलो हेलो मैम।
हेलो।
मैम जी एक बार बताइए।
हम्म।
हेलो
हाँ हेलो।
मैम ये बताइए कि जो हमें ये 5 कैटेगरी के जो रिपोर्ट्स हैं,
हाँ
ये हर मैन सीएससी के साथ वो करनी पड़ती शेयर
हाँ ये शेयर करते हैं,
हर मंथ एवरी
हर मंथ ही
मंथ?
शेयर करते हैं।
और जो कोई इसकी डेट बाउंड है, कोई
क्या है पार्डन?
डेट बाउंड है कोई, मतलब आई मीन
नहीं
जैसे
डेट
मान लो
बाउंड नहीं है,
अगर।
जब हम मंथली रिपोर्ट शेयर करते हैं ना उसी टाइम पे इनको शेयर कर देते हैं। 5
ओके।
तारीख वही जो आपकी डेट बाउंड, वही जो मंथली एमपीआर के लिए 5 डेज।
हाँ एमपीआर के साथ।
अगर कोई इश्यूज है तो वो अलग बात है, अगर डाटा मैनेजर कोई बीमार है दैट इज डिफरेंट इशू, बट वैसे टाइम बाउंड इज विद इन 5 डेज।
ओके थैंक यू।
और किसी कोई सवाल है?
सेंटर की मोहर
हेलो,
हेलो।
और कोई सवाल है?
कोई और क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो आप उसको लिख के आप में हमारे ईमेल आईडी पे डाल दीजिए, अगर बाद में कुछ ऐसा लगता है आपको पूछना है और अभी नहीं आ रहा।
Yeah, I think ma'am we can end this session. Thank you for this informative session. Thank you to all the participants too.
थैंक यू।
Thank you ma'am.